Convenience is great, don't get me wrong, but convenience every day gets really expensive. But if you can afford the lifestyle, it is fine. One thing I've come to realize about saving money is that sometimes you don't need to make more money to save or to save more. You only need to stop leaking the money that you already have. And before anybody comes for me, let's just pretend like I've not been away. You guys, life has been lifing, but I am back now and I am happy, and you should be happy for me. So if this is your first time here, or if you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Bella Fedia, a YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria. Oh my god, I've missed doing this. Yes, I make videos about personal finance, how to manage your money, and lifestyle in general. There are certain things I've realized that I spend money on, and when I look back, I'm like, girl, really? And that's why today I'll be sharing 10 things that I've stopped, or 10 things that I've significantly cut out, because I'd rather keep that money than spend it on things that I really do not value. And number 10 is the one that has saved me the most. So you want to stick back and watch to the end. 1, impulse food orders. This can become a very expensive habit because you're not just paying for the food. This is something you should know. Now you're paying for delivery, you're paying for service charge, and then of course the food. And let me tell you something that you don't realize. When you want to order for food, because if you're like, I'm already paying for delivery, let me just get an extra plate, let me just buy this extra, let me just get smoothie, and before you know, the food of 5,000 naira is now going to cost you 10,000 naira plus or more. And then before you know, you're spending more than you should have spent on that particular food order. So what I do now is plan my week ahead. If I know I'm going to have a very busy week, what I do is that the weekend before the week, I cook and pack them and put in the fridge. That way I am saving myself costs. Convenience is great, don't get me wrong, but convenience every day gets really expensive. But if you can afford the lifestyle, it is fine. 2, buying things because they are on sale. This one is really dangerous, because if you like, you're saving yourself money, but if you did not really need that thing and you're buying it just because it is on sale, then you have not saved any money. What you've done is that you've spent money at discount. So this is what I always ask myself, and this is what you should always ask yourself when you're tempted to buy something that is on sale. If this item was not on sale, would I still buy it? If your answer is no, then you really do not need it and you do not have to buy it. 3, subscriptions. Please check your subscriptions. Some of us are paying for things we've subscribed to, and we have even forgotten that we subscribe to those things. Streaming services, apps, I don't know, cloud storage, whatever it is. Please, you need to check your subscriptions at the end of every month. If you're paying for something monthly, then you should actually be making use of it. If you're not making use of any subscription, you need to cancel those subscriptions, because your money is going and you're not getting any value for that money. 4, buying something just because I can afford it. Buying something just because I can afford it does not mean I can afford it. I'm going to say that again. Buying something just because you can afford it does not mean that you can afford it. This one has changed my habits significantly, because sometimes we see something and we just feel like because we have that money in our account, we feel like we can afford it. But really, you need to think, can I really afford this? Do I really need this? Because your money has other jobs too. There are bills, savings, investments, emergencies, you name it. So now I try to think beyond, can I actually afford this thing? What I now think is this thing worth my money? And if the answer is no, then I'm not getting it. It means I cannot afford it. It's as simple as that. 5, constant small purchases. This is one that a lot of people underestimate a lot. 500 naira here, 1,500 naira here, 1,000 here, 2,000 here. Each transaction is small, very tiny. You don't really feel like you're spending a lot. But imagine doing that every other day in a week. Those little purchases can become a serious amount at the end of the month. So you need to be really careful about these small expenses. So I've become more conscious of those small random expenses. And this is not because 200 naira is small. This is not because I cannot overlook 1,000 naira or 2,000 naira. But it is because at the end of the day, these small purchases are big when you sum them up. 6, paying for convenience when I don't need to. Some people may say it's poor man mentality or poor thinking. I don't know, you can call it whatever you want to, but sometimes, why do I want to order a ride when I can take a public transport? Why do I want to order a ride when it is a walking distance? Or why do I want to pay for delivery when I can go walk to the store and get what I want to get and then cut down on that delivery? If convenience becomes your default, it can quietly eat into your money. So if you have the time and energy to do some things for yourself, you should, because that is what I do. So I'm not saying that you should not take rides, or I'm just saying don't allow convenience be your default setting, because there are some things that you can do for yourself, but all in the name of convenience, you are spending so much money without you even realizing it. 7, buying things to keep up with other people. This one is probably more psychological than financial. That's the way your mindset. You see someone with a new phone, sometimes it is not even your friend, a random person on social media that you do not even know. You see someone with a new phone, you see someone with a new bag, you see someone got a new car, a new house, someone is going on a trip, and then you're thinking, I probably need one too. I think I'm due for a trip. I think I need to change my phone. I think I need to get a new car as well. You don't know what someone else's finances looks like. You don't know if they got it on credit. You don't know if they saved up for it. You don't know how long they've been saving up for it. You don't know what they sacrificed to get it. You don't want to make financial decisions based on someone else's highlights, based on someone else's lifestyle. I'd rather build a lifestyle that makes sense for my income and my goals, and you should too. You should build a lifestyle that is based on your income, based on your financial capability, and based on your financial goals. Tip 8, buying things just because they are trending. A lot of people are under this category. You should know that trends move fast. Something is everywhere today. In the next 3 months, in the next 4 months, everybody has forgotten about it. If you're constantly trying to keep up, you're constantly spending. So this is what you should always ask yourself whenever you're tempted to get something that is trending. This is what I ask myself: if this thing was not trending, if this thing was not all over social media, would I still want to get it? You get what I'm saying? So just assume that this thing is not all over social media. Assume that it is not trending. You walk into a store and you're seeing it for the first time. Would you still want to get it? If your answer is no, then there's no reason for you to buy it. Just let it go. Tip 9, buying things based on vibes. What do you mean by you're buying something because you just feel like? Not even thinking, do I need it? Can I afford this thing comfortably? Am I buying it because it is trending? Am I buying it because my friends are getting it? You're just buying it because I just feel like buying it. 10 and the last, spending your entire salary, spending your entire income just because it came in. You know that feel of your salary is just coming in, your income is just coming in, and you're feeling like you have so much money in your account and you just want to spend, you just want to buy this and buy that, and somehow 1 week later, you're wondering where all the money went. So I've come to realize that payday is not spend day. It's an opportunity to assign your money a job. Your money has a job, or there are bills to pay. So before you start spending, you ask yourself these 3 questions, and these are the 3 questions I ask myself. What needs to be paid? What needs to be saved? And what needs to be invested? Can I actually enjoy it? Because at the end of the day, you need to give yourself a treat. So because I don't want to spend my whole money and then after the first week, I'm just trying to survive. And honestly, all these points I've given, none of it is necessarily bad. Taking an Uber when you can walk, ordering, food when you can cook, and they're not necessarily bad. All I'm trying to say is that learn how to cut down on your spending, find out where your money is leaking, be intentional about how you spend your money. Because saving money isn't about never enjoying your life. Some people, when they hear save, they're like, why should I save when this life is one? Let me enjoy my life now that I'm alive and all of that. Saving money is about deciding what is actually worth paying for. Simple. And I think that's the biggest change I've been trying to make financially. I don't want to spend less just for the sake of spending less. I want to spend better. So I'd love to know, what's one thing you've stopped spending your money on because you realized it wasn't worth it? I am curious to know. Tell me in the comments. And if you're really serious about learning how to manage your money, cut down on spending, and be intentional about your finances overall, then make sure you like, make sure you love this video, make sure you comment, and make sure you share. And if you're not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.